And then we also decided that as a party we shall give a 1 week long protest call against price rise and for jobs. These are the two pressing issues before the people of our country. And for this, from the 1st to the 7th of September, all over the country, the CPIM will organize protest actions. And then we also decided we'll talk to the left parties to have a left convention and to raise issues of people's livelihood. And then they'll decide on what form of action programs we'll go into. So we'd extended our support to the joint call. It's going to be a very massive movement by the Central Trade Unions, the Coordination Committee of Central Trade Unions, and the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha, which they are both of them in a joint convention will declare the joint program. We decided to extend our full support. And the women of our country against the growing attacks against gender attacks and sexual attacks against women and the girl child, that we, the CC, has taken very serious note of. And therefore, we have decided to extend our support to the women's rally that is going to take place in Delhi in the coming months. So these are some of the important things. We strongly condemn the sort of an indiscriminate arrests and the bulldozer politics unleashed by the Haryana government at No today. The reports that we are receiving say that there are a large number of people who have their property ownership certificates, many of them have stay orders against the demolition, but nothing of that was heeded. And clearly, this is the state, Haryana BJP state government's effort to try and perpetuate this communal tensions, whereas its job is to actually restore normalcy, establish peace. Instead of that, they are targeting a minority community and ensuring that this communal polarization will intensify further. And for their vote bank politics, they are actually ruining the law and order situation and the social harmony. So we have strongly condemned this sort of an indiscriminate. Whoever is guilty of any criminal action, punish them. Whoever has done anything wrong, let law take its course. But indiscriminately targeting a particular community, that is something that cannot be accepted in a secular democratic republic. So we also expressed our strong reservations and criticism about the manner in which very crucial bills have been passed in the parliament through the disturbances. And the parliament today is disrupted because the Prime Minister refuses to be accountable on the Manipur issue. And because of that disruption, the parliament was able to pass many of these bills through the disruption and the din. And some of the important bills we've said that are of serious concern, on which there will be big movements in the coming days, is the amendments to the Forest Conservation Act, which will lead to a large-scale deforestation to permit private mining in the forest areas. And this deforestation will have a devastating impact on climate change consequences in our country. Already, people are suffering due to unprecedented floods and rains and landslides and heat waves. So this will worsen further. The two other bills have been passed whereby they permit the mining of important minerals hitherto under state control, including, most importantly, lithium. Lithium mining is now privatized through this new law, and lithium is the core of your battery power production. And that is going to be your green energy for the future. Now, handing that over to private corporations and particularly multinational corporations is not in India's interest. So, like this, they have taken many such decisions and bills have been passed, which will permit the further loot of our national assets. We have condemned this outrightly.
Comrade, Rahul Gandhi got a relief from Supreme Court. How parties will visit their Supreme
Well,
Court order, and his
when
membership is not yet restored.
you see, when his membership was cancelled because of the court order and the what do you call the conviction that he received there. Right then, we denounced it, saying that now Modi government is using the criminal defamation route in order to target opposition leaders. Till now, it's the ED and the CBI. So now this new route of criminal defamation has come, and that we had condemned then. Now that the Supreme Court has restored, and not only restored, it Supreme Court has very directly and very strongly indicted the lower courts for actually not providing the reasons why this maximum punishment was given. Now that the Supreme Court has what you call given a stay on that conviction. Mr. Rahul Gandhi must be re-inducted into the Lok Sabha with the same alacrity and speed with which he was suspended. So he should be re-inducted according to law.
So what about the India front?
I said that in the beginning. I said that in the beginning. India front, that's what I said. We are in consultations with all. The next meeting of India platform will be from 31st and 1st in Mumbai. So that we expect more parties to join there. So let us see how it will go.
So this will be a triple alliance then. This will be a triple alliance then.
This is an understanding of all the parties that are there. All alliances, all adjustments, whatever seat adjustments, agreements, all that will happen at the state level. State levels, the situation is entirely different in each state. So depending on the concrete situation there, this process will proceed. Like in Kerala, it's a straightforward UDF versus LDF. In Bengal, it will be the left, the Congress and the secular forces will fight against the BJP and the Trinamool Congress. In Bihar, you have the Mahagathbandhan. In Maharashtra, you have the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi. In Tamil Nadu, you have the Secular Alliance. So each state has its own different peculiarities. At the state level, discussions will take place to maximize the pooling of anti-BJP votes.
So
Kerala State Assembly Speaker made a statement and it became controversial. BJP and Congress both are using it as a tool.
I don't see what is the controversy, but anyway, our State Secretary, Govindan Master, has already replied to it. And I think there's nothing more to add after that reply.
Did Central Committee discuss anything about this controversy?
No. No. Central that didn't come up before the Central Committee.
Conducting survey in January.
Yeah, this is we are of the opinion that the protection of the that Act 1993 of status quo for all places of worship that was passed by the Parliament, that must be upheld. And that even the Supreme Court, which gave the verdict, not necessarily a judgment, a justice, but a verdict on the Ayodhya dispute and handed over that land to the trust, to the temple's trust. Even that had said that this act of 1993 must be upheld and it cannot be violated. So in view of that, we want the courts to categorically say this is the law of the land. No alterations or changes are possible or can be done to any other place of worship.